Hello and welcome to Big Pier scenario number 17 in the original RollerCoaster Tycoon from 1999, today in Open RCT 2. Today's goal, 600 guests by the end of year 2 with a park rating of 600. So, I'll go ahead and open the park and explain a little bit briefly about how this is going to work here. So, the land that this park has is actually not owned by the park. We have land rights to the area above the water. And this, I think it's what, 31 by 31 tiles maybe? And that's pretty much it. We can't expand it at all. We have nothing else we can do. And that's pretty much the size of it. So it's a little bit of a shorter scenario, just 2 years and 600 guests. You might think, oh, well, that's going to be easy. Well, I mean, it's kind of far for the guests to come in. They're not going to be able to be attracted by the rides to go to the park because the spawning occurs way back here. So our best chance of actually succeeding in this is going to be to just absolutely pump as much resources into all of this as we can. Build some flat rides, build some shorter roller coasters, and just try our best. So that's what we're going to be doing. Apologies in advance if I sound a little under the weather. That's because I am. But I figured I could do a short video for this RollerCoaster Tycoon installment this week. And hey, this one turned out to be 2 years, so I'll take that. We'll do our best here. Get that merry-go-round going. Get some background music so it's not just silent all the time. But now to start, we have our Wood Wild Mouse, our Spinning Wild Mouse, and the classic mini roller coaster to work with. We have a couple of pre-made designs for all of these that should be pretty good, but we are going to have to kind of reckon with our lack of compatible building space for a bunch of these pre-made rides. So right now we're kind of at the mercy of how this wants to lay itself out. We might have to do some soul searching here, see exactly what we're going to be able to work with. But I believe if I rotate this correctly, this should actually be pretty much perfect right here. Yeah, we'll have to fix our queue here, but I believe we're going to be in pretty good shape. Let's just rebuild this. Okay, I'm going to have to help it along here. Sometimes it doesn't want to play nice. There we go. All right, so that is our favorite Spinning Wild Mouse custom design. Go ahead and charge our $4 for this bad boy right here and get that going. So this is nice because it goes over the pathway, generates a little bit of excitement that way, and we have other opportunities to build stuff underneath here, should we so choose. And we do have one guest in here, Norma D. What's Norma D looking at? 75 bucks in the pocket, no thoughts, head empty, just vibes. Me too. So looks like we're doing a shop or stall for our next research here. I hope it's the information kiosk so I can sell my expensive umbrellas. But we'll go ahead and get fast mode going here a little bit and see what else we can work on. As far as thrill rides go, we just have the Twist. I don't really care for this ride very much. I don't think it's a very good one, but it does... Wait, is this going to let me actually build this here? Underwater? I don't think there's any way for me to get a path underwater, which is why I would be surprised for that to be the case. I guess we... never know. It is going to be the information kiosk, so we'll get that on the 1st of April. That's going to be perfect. Because we're going to have to be a little careful about how we lay things out. Again, this is a very deceptively challenging scenario. You might think it wouldn't be. Because, oh, it's only 2 years and 600 guests. Well, you got to start from nothing, and you don't really have that much in the way of opportunity here. Ferris wheel also could be a good ride for us today, because... it is a very, very compact ride. I can have this actually pretty much right here. Yeah, so this will end up just going straight out. And then, of course, this will connect. No. I'll just start here. There we go. Connect that exit. And now I've got a 2x3 space in which to build some other stuff. Hopefully we can take good advantage of that. The information kiosk, like I said, going to be a very important thing for us. I'm going to pop this guy right in the middle here. Random color. Same price. I don't think we're going to have to really increase the price of any of these, but there we go. We got $5 umbrellas, 60-cent park maps. Come get them while they're hot. I don't know why your park map would be hot. Maybe that's a dangerous thing to put in your pocket, but that's okay. Life goes on. Okay, so right here, I'm thinking there's not going to be much we could put here, except maybe if we have the spiral slide, which we haven't researched, that could fit okay, because that's one thing that doesn't need to have a queue, but we'll still have a decent amount of attractiveness to guests. So what are we... Okay, pirate ship, that's alright. That's doing okay. Now, these things right here. Wooden wild mouse. If I can find a good place to put some of this stuff that... Ooh, wait, this is actually going to fit here? Hold the phone. That would be very interesting. I actually... You know what? You know what? This might actually work. I guess it's going to depend on how I'm able to get around here. So that we'll have two... Yeah, okay. Let's give this a shot. Let's give this a shot right here. Oh, I actually have more room than I thought I did. Well, that's fine. We'll just make this do what it's got to do. Come so here. And then the other hard part about this is going to be getting the path down. So I think what we might actually want to do is just bring this out and then build all the way over this way. And that gives us more room to put some stuff in here if we so choose. And raise this guy to $4 as well. Turn this back around to the correct rotation. Looking good, looking good. We're selling our $5 umbrellas. Everybody's happy. Pirate ship, another compact design. Not really a huge fan of it, but hey. If it works, it works. Now remember, on this side we also have the same accessibility here. We just have to be careful about where we place items. Because there are some areas we don't have access to, and I don't know exactly. Okay, so it looks like it's actually not that bad. I was just aiming incorrectly, because you know that never happens. There we go. So this would be right like so. Raise that up 2. Come on. That's what this one's going to allow us to do here. Nice, simple queue. Just like so. Open it up. Good to go. Balloon stall, huh? Well, that'll come in handy later. But we do need to start putting in some other diversionary things. Like, I guess the bathroom wouldn't be such a terrible thing to pop right next to here. Go ahead and charge my 20 cents for the bathroom. Didn't want to click on that. Yeah, these spaces... Oh, you know what we didn't do? We didn't hire any staff. So let's just start with 5 handymen, 2 mechanics. Keep this place a little bit cleaned up. I don't have any trash cans. For shame. Well, we'll get that taken care of. Yeah, that should work for right now. Put in a couple of benches. Alright, that should help us out substantially. Burger bar... We're really researching burger bars. Alright, I think we're done researching shops and stalls. If now we're researching hamburgers. Don't think so. The only other roller coaster we haven't built yet is the Classic Mini. I do, in fact, have El Cheapo, which I have been told you guys are okay with me building if I have the intent behind it correctly, which would be to charge very, very small amounts of money for it, but I think I'm going to try to hold off on that. See if there's anything else small-wise that might fit. Probably not. We're going to see what else ends up getting brought in here. But for right now, we're probably okay. Let's go ahead and get some more of these stalls in here. Yeah, so fry shop there. Ice cream. Go ahead and rotate that one more. There we go. And I've got a 2x2 space right here. I'm obviously not going to be able to put everything in the same spot, but I think we can put a couple things in here. Ah, see that? That didn't want to play nice. Let's rotate this one more. Yeah, see, that works fine right there. And then what we can do is we can place one final bit right here. Rotate 90 degrees. And then we can have a path going up to it, upon which we can place, how about some benches? That'll work. Make it nice and easy. Alright, so that took up most of that space. 3D cinema, oh, terrible ride. Awful. But it's fine. We've got space over here to put some other stuff in. I have not built the twist. This is basically the perfect location for it right here. Entrance there, exit there. This barely fits in. That's fine. You know what? I'll just leave that right there. That's probably okay. Leave that at $1. That's fine. And that's going to allow me to place something else over here. I guess I could put balloons. Why not? Make it happen. Now I've got a 2x2 spot right here. I can put some other stuff in if I so choose. Not really sure exactly what it would be. That's fine. We've got some time. Like I said, the 3D cinema is not really a very good ride. I'm going to try to avoid building it if I can. I don't know if this scenario has access to the go-karts or not. I guess we'll see. But I don't think it's going to end up being an issue. You notice how many of these pre-built rides defaulted to the blue and white color scheme? Well, okay, this one's blue and green. But I kind of like that, actually. So this color's called what? Light blue, and this is dark green. That qualifies as a dark green? I don't think so. Light water, dark water? What's this? Deep water. Okay. Well, why don't we kind of incorporate that as a theming thing? Because, you know, this is a pier. So if I went to go with that light blue and then deep water. Okay, that's not really the best looking combination ever. I guess we can leave that one as blue and white. That's probably fine. Top spin. Now here's a thrill ride. This is a good one. This is a very good one. So what I will do here, same thing that I just did. I'm going to have this path go... Come on. No, please. Thank you. We'll just mirror that. This is a pretty good ride. Set this to intense mode. That's going to have the most appeal. $2 is fine. That works. And I still have a bunch of space in here for other roller coasters. So I only have $1,300. What's our financial situation? 10. I'll go up to 20 if I really want to. But we don't really care about park value for this one. What we care about is getting people in the door, and we're almost halfway there in terms of time, and we're actually we're almost 2/3 of the way. We are 2/3 of the way there on guests. So can't get too comfy here, because you never know. You never know when you're going to run into problems. But I would like to have another one of these roller coasters. I've built this one before and it's been fine. But again, my main concern here is having an actual ability to build in this space here. I think, yeah, this is going to go under the path, which I think is probably fine. I'm going to need some cash. So let's go to $15,000 loan. Pop that guy right there. Let's try that and try to build ourselves a queue here. There's not going to be too much else we can do in this exact spot on the map. But I think that's going to be fine. This guy as a $3 coaster probably makes a little more sense. So So now we have all three of the coaster types that we had accessible to us. I'm going to tick roller coasters back on. It would be real nice if we had that steel coaster so we could do the shuttle loops, because that's like a perfect thing to put on this map. But outside of that, there might not be too much more in terms of roller coasters we could really fit here without doing some real crazy stuff. So again, that's where the flat rides come in as being very, very helpful. Unfortunately, the 3D cinema I don't think is really going to do anything for us at all. I don't have a haunted house. The car ride is just wildly expensive and nobody cares about it. I think we built most of these. Actually, all of them except the burger bar. So why don't we just put a burger bar down here? Why not? Fills in a little bit of space for us. Now see, this one got immediately popular. Oh yeah. Here we go. Here we go. We got the launched freefall. You already know we're putting that escape hatch in here. And because of the way this is laid out, we might... Oh yeah. We're going to be able to do it, folks. We are going to be able to do it. Take a look at our positioning here. I think it's going to be viable. Depending on how we want to go about doing this. Rotate one more. Oh, yeah, look at that. That's perfect. It's absolutely perfect. Right there. Love to see it. That is a huge, huge win. Squeeze those things right in there. I'll just run this around. Again, doesn't have to be a super long queue. You know how this goes. Just want to have enough space to get people in line. This will hold 8 at a time, and this queue, I believe, will hold 16, 15, 20, or whatever the number ends up being. That's going to work in our favor real nice. Really, really nice. And it goes under the path, which is exciting. Oh, look at that. Look at that. It's all coming together. We've got a looping roller coaster coming in. 23rd of March. We're going to have our shuttle loops. If I can get those to play nicely with the path, that would be really cool. Not entirely sure it's going to be possible, but we're going to do our best. Plus, I have to have the cash. I think I might be okay. We've got a couple more days. We'll get that taken care of. Our paths are looking a little gross, but we'll get that taken care of. Alright, shuttle loop. Are you going to play nice with the path? Can I get that loop to go through the center of the path? I don't think so. It's not going to be low enough. So, what we're going to need to do, I think, for the purpose of this, is build these in... Oh, see, this isn't going to want to play nice and... Oh. Alright, well, here's an idea. That might actually work. Let's turn this around, though. And have that come in... Oh, yes. Oh, yes, just like that. Oh, that's going to be perfect. It's beautiful. That is a thing of beauty right there, folks. All I gotta do is just have that come up the backside. I can actually use... Yeah, this'll work. This'll work right there. And then we'll have this other one. We're gonna have to be careful to get these connected correctly. Let's take this off at turbo speed so I can actually take a look at this correctly. Alright. Oh yes, this is gonna be a thing of beauty here. Alright, let's make sure we have these synchronized. Perfect, perfect. $3 a piece will work. And then the challenging part is going to be to get these paths to connect right, but I think we should be okay. Yeah, so bring this all the way around here. And then just like so. And then here. Ah, see, that's where I ran into the problem before. Is it didn't want to... There we go. There we go. Okay, so that works. Now I just have to connect here. I think the easiest thing to do is going to be to just do this. Okay, so open and open. Shuttle loops. Lance K is not looking amused. Well, Lance, you haven't spent any money, that's why you don't feel good. Spend some money, you'll feel better. And you'll enrich my checkbook at the same time. Put a couple more trash cans in on the corners here. I don't think the people really care, but we'll make it happen here. Just benches absolutely everywhere. I like that interplay with the paths. I think that's really cool. So the guests can sit there and watch that. And it's exciting if you ride a roller coaster like this, too. Because you feel like, oh no, is my head going to get cut off? And obviously that's not what's going to happen. But still, it adds to the sense of adventure. Yeah, look at that excitement rating, 5.25. I'm pretty sure the original... Yeah, it was only 4.3, so we've added a considerable amount of excitement to this. That's fun. Hey, look at that, we're already almost at 600 guests. Suspended swinging coaster, I don't think we really care about that. In fact, I don't think there's really any other roller coasters that we'd need to have, so I'm going to turn roller coasters off. So I think there might be a couple more gentle rides we would stand to benefit from having. But as for right now, this is probably okay. Oh, handymen are slacking over here. Let's put in some more trash cans. Maybe a bench in the very, very, very corner. Give them something to sit on. Not that they really need to, but... yeah, that'll work nice. I don't really like this coaster at all. It hires some rowboats out in the ocean. You know, that's totally safe. Totally fine. Alright, I think now the goal here is going to be to just survive. I mean, hey, you know, honestly, this doesn't look too shabby. Especially from this angle, you can see everything get built up. I've got some space here I should probably fill in, but I would want to get a couple more of those flat rides. Don't want to build the 3D cinema. I'm going to try my best not to. We'll see, I suppose. So, gentle ride, 20th of May. Okay. What, safest park in the country? That's good to know. I gotta get these guys actually sweeping the paths here. And I'd like to pay back my loan, but at this point I don't think we're gonna have enough time to do that. So instead I'll just go down to 10. See if that works. I want to know what this gentle ride is. Spiral slide. Okay. We don't really need it, but we might as well. Might as well make it happen. It'll be a cheap ride, too. Pretty easy to build. Alright. So there we go. I guess I could put this thing kind of in the corner here. It's not really going to fit anywhere else. So why don't we do just that. Well, this has a couple modes. Single ride per admission or unlimited rides per admission. I think single is probably fine. $1.50. Hey, I wouldn't pay $1.50 to go down a slide, but who am I to tell you how to live your life? Live your dreams. Even if those dreams are admittedly kind of like, why would you do this to yourself? That's the power of choice. Hey, they're actually lined up for this. Alright. Also, some people do care about that. 18th of June, what are we getting in the gentle ride department? I think it, what does it tell you, 2 weeks out? Or was it 1 week out? I guess it's 1 week out. We'll check back in. See about that. I mean, we've already beaten the scenario at this point. Just padding our stats, as it were, and I'd like to get a nice thumbnail with a bunch of stuff in it, so... So it's Observation Tower. Okay, that's not really a very exciting ride, but it is apt to put in like a seaside pier type deal. Definitely could see people wanting to go to that at the beach. So we might build a simple one in the middle, kind of. See if there's some way to make that appealable. Alright, Observation Tower. Can I... First of all, take this off at turbo speed. Can I fit this in between... Yeah, I can fit it in between these two things. And just have it go right up the middle. So I have 155 feet. That's a 150-foot rise. I think we can make that work. Make sure that I'm going to be able to actually get stuff here where it's supposed to go. Probably going to end up doing this mess right here. Let's check and see what our pathway's looking like. Is this even going to let me build here? It is! Okay. Well, in that case, we'll just do something real simple. There we go. There is a some sort of upgrade or whatever you can research that has a double-deck cabin, but let's be honest, we're not going to have this thing full anyway. But it goes right in between the two roller coasters, so that should raise the excitement for both of these. One would think. Let's check and see what this says now. 5.5. Okay. And this does not have any results yet. That's fine. Yeah, but it is nice, you know, to have a bird's eye view of everything. But now I'm curious, is this taller? It probably is. It actually doesn't say, but the ride length being 364 feet makes me believe that this would in fact be about 180 feet tall. Which would be taller than this, yes. I can't check unless I close this down, or I put on height marks on a ride track. 185 feet, yep, there it is. Alright. So that's looking pretty good. 18th of July, getting another gentle ride. But this is, you know, it's working out pretty well. I wasn't expecting it to be this simple and easy to beat this scenario, but I guess I proved myself wrong. Sometimes that's a good thing. Let's get that fast speed going and start repaying our loan. I think by the end of October I should be able to pay back the rest of this 4,000 and maybe build something else. We'll see what ends up coming up still. It is pretty funny that it's done 3 gentle rides in a row. Just objectively. Now, what's the excitement on this thing? 2.7. Alright. 7 people say it's their favorite ride. Alright. You do you. Put a couple more of these trash cans wherever they might fit. Bumper cars. Now that's a flat ride I can get behind. See if I can find a decent spot for those to go, maybe right here. Think we can make that work. This is going to be on the 18th. Yep. Alright, bumper cars. Oh, that's too bad. I was hoping they could tuck nicely underneath that. What about here? Okay. Right underneath the roller coaster supports. Is it going to let me, not quite. Oh, that looks so awful. I love it. I love it to death. Let's go. That'll work nicely there. Is this going to play the music? Yes, Dodgem's Beat by Alistair Brimble. I have to wonder if Alistair Brimble's like an actual guy, or if that's just a, like an artist name for somebody. Never bothered to look it up. I'm sure somewhere on the internet there's some sort of a, something. Guests are complaining about the disgusting state of paths in the park. Well, it's not that many paths. It should be possible to keep it up pretty well. But, you know, since it's the end of the game, might as well go ahead and overload on staff. Get this whole thing figured out, cleaned up nicely. Pay back the whole loan. We're looking good, folks. We are looking fantastic. So you know what that means. It's time for free balloons. So everybody gets balloons. And then we will do our end of episode announcements, goodbye, etc. And get on with our lives. This is a perfect place for balloons. Although I will turn it 180 degrees. Alright, so we got 3 balloon stalls. What was this message here? Haunted house. Alright. In honor of the haunted house aficionados here on the channel, I will go ahead and I will build the haunted house on the pier. I think I can give you at least that much. There we go. 15 guests. Just walk right up. There's no queue. Just go inside. You're good to go. All right. So, folks, turn this on turbo mode. Zoom out a little bit so the sound effects don't completely destroy us. That is going to be pretty much it for this one. Not a super complicated build. Nice and short, which is good because if I talk for more than half hour at a time, my voice decides it's time to die, which is not fun and why we haven't had a stream the past couple days. But I am committed to trying to do as much as I can, keep to our schedule here, and just have fun playing games. That's what it's all about. So appreciate your patience bearing with me with the shorter videos yesterday, today. I don't know about Mondays. We'll see what happens. But I'm hoping that we can get back to normal full length for the Timberborn stuff and then start getting into other things as well. Pick streams back up sooner rather than later. But you guys are the ones that make it possible, so I always want to make sure I say thanks to both Beard Boosters and everyone who supports everything that we do here. Would not be possible without you. I'm very, very thankful to be able to do this and to share this time with you, so hopefully you like what you see. I always do read all the comments, although in the RollerCoaster Tycoon games there's not really much continuity between different scenarios, minus just things that people would like to see in future videos, so please do always feel free to drop those. Admittedly, these videos don't end up taking as much of a, like I said, as much of a continuity focus between scenarios. It's more of a just, hey, what do you want to see? Can we do it? Or did you see something pointed out that needed to get brought to my attention? Like, oh, hey, this roller coaster wasn't working for the last 2 years of the playthrough. And they're like, hey, well, sometimes I miss stuff like that. Because, let's be honest, it's not like it's the most demanding, crucial, critical thing to happen. But here we are, end of October, year 2, and we won. Company value of $173,647. Look at all those balloons. And now we get to put our name on the list. And that's all she wrote, friends. Thanks very much for watching. Whatever it is you're doing with the rest of your day, stay safe, have fun, and we'll see you later. Take care. Bye-bye.